Ladies and gentlemen, it has been almost a year since I've reviewed any albums by Disney Channel and or Nickelodeon stars, all of whom have released horrendous insults to the art of music. One of these reviews, the one for the Jonas Brothers, to be precise, had been taken down due to a false flagging, i.e., bullying violation, to my surprise. Just so everyone is aware, making a review of the Young Millionaire's Ball and Chain LP recording, negative or positive, does not constitute as bullying. Despite one or two minor adjustments to the video, it has been re-uploaded, as of last year, just 5 to 6 months after it was removed. I'd say it's on par with some of my most scathing reviews I've done, on deck, with Eminem and Demi Lovato. No pun intended. To my surprise, I hadn't covered them all. Until now. Ashley Tisdale is what's left of the Disney Channel Dream Legion, and LOMFGROTFLOL. Her album, Headstrong, is a crock of shit. But allow me to provide background, for those watching who aren't familiar with her. She was on the Disney Channel TV show The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, apparently. I haven't ever watched a full episode of this show, but I did see a snippet here on YouTube and it was absolutely stupid. And she wasn't even the girl who was in the clip that I watched. Just 1 year after Zack and Cody first aired, she had a lead role in High School fucking Musical. And you all know how High School Musical just overjoys me and gets me rock hard in the pants. After 2 years of High School Musical movies, she went into the studio and recorded her very own pile of turd. Look at the credits for this fucking thing. There's about 8 producers, 6 masterers, 25 background vocalists, 40 sound engineers, and about 24 other people to rub her feet and shoulders, groom her meals, make her smoothies, give her tetanus and HPV boosters, and snap retarded pictures of her. And like all pop albums that the oblivious masses are yanking out of Walmart and Target pegs, her album cover looks just like a still life portrait on the wall at the insomnia clinic. She doesn't look like she's that very interesting of a person, if you ask me. It's just her in a chair with a completely purple background and crooked font in the shape of a T. Her black and white striped stockings are worn for sex appeal in a very tame way. The first actual song from this age swell is So Much For You. Bad synths. Extremely bad vocals. Not even 1 minute in, and everything falls ineffectual. Have a look at these lyrics. And I get on up, and I get on down. And I play the fool, when I act the clown. You know, that I'd do anything, for you. If you want the world, you got it. If you want a girl, you got it. I'll do that, baby, I'll do that. So much, for you. If you want it all, you got it. Can you hear me call? You got it. I'll do that, baby, I'll do that. So much, for you. So much, for you. So much, for you. Her shouting sounds so childish and everything is clearly auto-tuned. The second actual song, He Said She Said, opts for a sexually suggestive delivery of lyrics and vocals, which include heavy breathing and groaning. Musically, it's plastic and hollow, not even that twinkly keyboard line has any appeal. It's kind of like a precursor to that newer Lady Gaga song, Bad Romance. I might have to make another video about that fool very soon. Already, the album traverses into boredom with exorbitant sonical pop in the producer's part. It even includes these short, yet useless verses by guest rappers, like in the song, Be Good To Me. The songwriters of the album make attempts at different genres and styles, like Indian or Middle Eastern folk music, which are exemplified shallowly and like a hyper-expandable commodity. All the vocal parts are lackadaisical and superficial. Speaking of shallow, Unlove You is the most hollow and generic ballad I've heard from any of these albums I've reviewed. Ballads are supposed to be emotionally resonant. This one does have a human resonance, but down in the gastrointestinal region, rather. Her vocal performance is pure garbage. On top of that, she just whines the whole 3.5 minutes over the kitsch, wax museum backing band arrangement. Sour notes, galore. Not even warheads are this sour. And to think this bitch's face was plastered all over the High School Musical movies for the last half-decade. And which pervy producer's idea was it to add the fake string arrangement? The song and premise are not even that emotionally triumphant to warrant such a musical feature. As opposed to track 2, the song contains snapping, instead of clapping. It makes the song even more kitsch than it already is. The song is so terrible, it's like drinking a fucking Sprite. Not like that is fucking ridiculous sounding. Check out these lyrics. All the girls in the club got their eyes on me. I can tell by the look that they wanted me. All the girls in the club got their eyes on me. They put me down cause of jealousy. But I'm not that girl. So many girls be checking my style. Checking my style, checking my style. So many girls be checking my style. But I don't even care, no. What's good? I'm weak no longer. In life, it's making me stronger. What I like, I may get that like a quick cat. No, I won't quit that. You heard me. You'll find that I'm just like you. And I do the same things you do. The type of chick that hits spots in my flip-flops. Listening to hip-hop. You feel me? Feel you? Is that a full question? Is Ashley a lesbian? All the girls in the club are looking at her, apparently. I don't know why, because she's really not that hot to begin with. Is the song supposed to exude toughness? And I feel like I need to readdress the comical inclusion of the Indian flute melody just somewhat to faint in the background. Such childlike appropriation. Track 7, Positivity sounds like the OST for that cake shop PC game that came in the game pack with Windows Vista. And as if it were fused with obnoxious hip-hop percussion and Chris Brown-style R&B based drum hits. Yet again, I can find nothing interesting. It's just one more shallow and heavily processed pop song that sounds like it was made to play in stores like Crate and Barrel in early winter during the Christmas season with employees who wear too much makeup. Love Me For Me as the most jarring simple timbre heard in the first 30 seconds. What is wrong with the producer's ears? Everything, including her voice, sounds robotic, yet this isn't necessarily a synth-pop album. What a stupid fucking song. Track 9, Going Crazy has some male background vocals and sounds like one of the Backstreet Boys songs from the end of the last decade. What a dreaded gaze down memory lane this song is. The song also makes use of flatulence noises in the verses, like a failed attempt to copy The Big Come Down by 9 Inch Nails. And it's at that point where I feel like blowing my goddamn brains out. The rest of the songs on this album are totally forgettable. Ashley Tisdale is a terrible singer, and that's sad, because there's nothing about the music instrumentation to boast about, on the contrary. And it's just one song that extends to the 4-minute mark. Every other song is only 3 to 3.5 minutes in length. It's sad that this is all the preteen and tween girls know as far as music goes. Her High School Musical, the Jonas Brothers, Justin Bieber, Hannah Montana and American Fucking Idol twice a week during the summer to saute their brain matter to reject easy baked-based mixtures. She's likely the worst of the female singers of Disney Channel origins I had ever heard yet. The sound of her voice is like setting a match to a very tiny stream of gasoline inside your ear canal. I'd rather listen to the sound of my parents having sex than hear the voice of Ashley Tisdale. If I were to actually sit down and watch any of those High School Musical movies, I believe I would have an aneurysm rupture inside of my brain. Somebody really needs to introduce the likes of Joni Mitchell, Annika Van Giersbergen, Sharon Denadel, and other real singers who are female, to these young girls before they're processed, yet half-baked corporate pulpit graces their innocent little uncultured ears.
I'll go to Amsterdam, or maybe I'll go to Rome, and rent me a grand piano and put some flowers around my room. But let's not talk about fare thee wells now. The night is a starry dome, and they're playing that scratchy rock and roll beneath the Macklemore moon. Come on, Carrie, get out your cane. Get out your cane. Put on some silk. I'll put on some silk. You're a mean old daddy, but I like you. The wind is in from Africa. Last night I couldn't sleep.